talent.
The Minister for East African Community Affairs, also First Deputy Prime Minister Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga, has called upon the business sector to take advantage of the revamping business opportunities yet to be provided.
The area suffered during after the departure of the Asians in the 70s, and later on a number of factories and industries relocated from Jinja, moved to other parts of the country, especially to Kampala and Mukono. But it's our hope that this can be revived, and we're inviting you to come and invest. There are many opportunities. There are opportunities in tourism. Tourism is a growing area in Jinja. There are many opportunities in education, many opportunities in health, and additional industries themselves.
The Director, African Center for Economic Dialogue, Julius Nsubuga, says a multi-stakeholder engagement platform that seeks to ensure a clear path is built for sustainable, inclusive and resilient.
You want to, if probably we can't leave out marginalized groups, so all facets of inclusion are quite key, including affordable housing for all and gender equality, financial inclusion, which is a very important facet of development within any city and in particular Jinja City.
Kwe kulaba nga tusobola okutumbula naye ate n'okuddamu okuwa amaanyi ebyobusuubuzi mu kibuga ky'e Jinja nga tugabana amagezi ag'enjawulo agayinza okutusobozesa okuleeta enkulaakulana bwepo buli muntu yenna gy'ayayanira okulaba.
The summit will guide and shape growth and development of Jinja City. The general public can use this opportunity to showcase and exchange ideas to revamp and sustain business. The 11th November Jinja Business and Investment Summit at Civil Service College Jinja is organized by Jinja City authorities and the African Center for Economic Dialogue. I'm Nafka Farida and Sulaka Gugube.
Experts in law, history and theology have said until the issues of decolonization are handled, the Asian question will remain in Africa. During a public lecture on the 50 years after Asians' expulsion from Uganda, the former executive director of Makerere Institute of Social Research, Professor Mahmoud Mamdani, said, to date, the Asians still do not have obligation to community and Uganda as a country because they are considered investors. The public lecture was held at Makerere University, from where our reporter Farida Nafka now reports.
Former President of Uganda, Idi Amin Dada, in 1972 expelled all Asians from Uganda. Accordingly, 12,000 Ugandan Asians did not have the right to work in Uganda because of the laws that restricted citizenship and disenfranchised Asians.
So for upwards of 12,000 people, the expulsion liberated them from an impossible situation. Eventually no homes. At first they lived in places of worship, temples, mosques. 12,000 celebrated the expulsion. For them, Amin had opened the gates of Britain. Finally, they could look forward to another life.
Although President Museveni returned the Asians, they are allegedly considered investors and do not have any obligation to the community and country.
But it is no longer the original Asian question. The new Asian question emerged. It has two features. One, the new Asians are not considered Ugandans, even if some of them may hold Uganda passports. They are investors, not citizens. As investors, they are bearers of property, not of rights.
During a public lecture and discussion at Makerere University on the 50 years after the Asian expulsion and lessons learned over half a century, experts attributed the expulsion to economic exploitation, inequalities and social exclusion rather than intermarriages.
Indians were taking out money from Uganda. They avoided taxes, took money out of Uganda, and by the time they were expelled, they had around 342 million pounds in British banks. You follow what they have, it is stunning, but they made it on the backs of the poor peasantry in this country.
Indigenous population was completely detached from this new group of people. And that gap was not good. Because the integration process that should have actually begun a long time ago with the newcomers never took place properly.
Professor Sylvia Tamale from the Faculty of Law, Makerere University, says African countries continue to be haunted by colonialism, and until they handle the issue of decolonization and racial differences, the Asian question will remain. Sylvia says culture and tradition have failed integration between Asians and Africans.
50 years after the expulsion, it is the bodies of women which are being foregrounded in a discussion about the benefits of integration. With such chauvinist, misogynist, and patriarchal views, of course, relations between the two races will continue to be fraught with tension. As African men want to lay claim to the bodies of Asian women, the Asian men fight back by invoking culture and tradition.
However, going forward, these recommend the state to forge an inclusive multiracial policy to create a state that accommodates all diversity. I'm Nafka Farida and Stephen Kalisia in Makerere.
Moving on, police have committed to recover at least 8 billion Uganda shillings from traffic defaulters starting Monday, the 22nd of August 2022. Those with outstanding EPS tickets are advised to clear before that date. Operations will be guided by the security cameras mounted in different locations.
The Express Penalty Scheme by Uganda Police Traffic Department was introduced to reduce congestion in prisons.
The primary objective of the scheme was basically to deter road users from committing offences and also intended to decongest our courts.
The reluctance in payment by traffic offenders has led to the accumulation of total outstanding amount to 80 billion shillings.
We are going to enforce traffic operations aimed at cracking down on EPS defaulters and to purposely recover express penalty scheme areas of about 8 billion shillings that is still out there.
Police have committed to recover outstanding money from defaulters in rigorous operation to commence next week on Monday, the 22nd of August.
At any stage, for those who think that they can dodge around, at any stage, as a motorist, you will find yourself involved with the police on the roads, any road or under any circumstances. We shall arrest you and we shall also impound your vehicle.
Offenders are supposed to pay for the ticket within a period of 28 days from the date of issuance, and failure to do so attracts a surcharge of 50%.
Some of you refuse to sign, you tear the papers, you abuse the officers, you throw the paper, throw it at the officer, drive off. Want it or not, once that ticket is issued, it's already in the system.
The ticket has 25 types of offences, and the fines range from 20,000 to 200,000 in respect of the offence committed.
Those ones found driving on the road without valid driving permits or licenses, that's if you're driving out of class or your driving license is expired and you're found on the road, they'll issue a ticket that is 100,000.
Motorists with petitions in regard to tickets are given advice to reach out to the relevant offices for fair hearing.
For those who have petitions or queries regarding the EPS, you can present your case to the EPS tracking unit at the Directorate of Traffic and Road Safety at Natete Police Headquarters. That is for further review or any other inquiry.
In addition, the force is committing to enhance the Name and Shame campaign using different platforms. Abdul Nasser Lubwama, UBC News.
Vimba ni MTN Kabode Super as you pay mpola for this smartphone. Make calls, update your WhatsApp status, watch YouTube, and Google anything under the sun with 2 GB worth of data every month for 7 months. Simply make a small deposit of 99k and pay the balance mpola. You can pay in daily, weekly, or even monthly installments while you enjoy your new phone. So what are you doing today? Visit any MTN shop near you and get the MTN Kabode Super easy.
At Timex Nutrition Center, we advise you on the right foods to eat, exercise profile to adopt, and lifestyle strategies which are compatible to your blood group and genotype. This empowers your body to prevent and treat many diseases like diabetes, blood pressure, arthritis, ulcers, obesity, and many others. For more information, find us at our head office in Kampala on Nassa Road, Conrad Plaza, 2nd floor, or call 0758 819 952 or 0778 288 361. We also have other branches in Bara and Jinja.
Oh, Susan, I want to propose to Rose. Yes, and this time I am serious.
Have you guys had sex?
Duh, of course.
And have you had sex without using condoms?
Hey, Nga, you're curious.
I'm more concerned. Are you having sex with other people?
Hey, hello. Is this an interview or what?
No, just things you should think about. Do you know Rose's HIV status?
Okay, this is serious. Should I be worried?
It is actually serious. Do you know your HIV status?
I think I am safe. Many times we get into situations that put us at risk of HIV. However, the first step to ending HIV is getting tested and knowing your results.
It's Time Up HIV. Call 0800-211-046 or text 8080 toll-free for more information about how to prevent HIV.
This message is brought to you by Ministry of Health with support from USAID.
It's Freaky Friday from Airtel. Buy or gift. Buy or give.
Get freaky too! Dial star 149 star 10 hash to load a Freaky Friday bundle for you to enjoy the best offers on voice and data.
To buy a bundle for friends and family, dial star 149 star 10 star 5 hash. Freaky Friday with Airtel. Buy or gift a bundle today. Dial star 149 star 10 hash to get started. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Cooking with electricity is now affordable. Cook your beans. Avoid smoke.
Sayaka. Cooking with electricity is now so affordable with the Fumba tariff set by the Electricity Regulatory Authority. With the Fumba tariff, you can now buy up to 70 units of Yaka at a reduced price of 412 Uganda shillings per unit after consuming your first 80 units of the month. For more information, contact the Electricity Regulatory Authority on 0200 506 000.
National Council for Higher Education will hold the 4th Annual Higher Education Conference on the 14th and 15th September 2022. The conference theme is Enhancement of Teaching, Learning and Assessment with Ordeal in Higher Education. The guest of honor will be the First Lady and Minister of Education and Sports, Honorable Janet Kataha Museveni. The conference will be held physically at Hotel Africana for only invited guests and open to online participants via Zoom webinar that will be shared under the events section at www.unche.or.ug. The keynote speakers are Ezra Nazim, Senior Fellow of Higher Education Academy UK, Professor Hank Gerald Sola, a Dutch organizational theorist and Emeritus Professor of Business, Engineering and ICT at Groningen University, the Netherlands. The National Council for Higher Education is receiving papers from researchers and scholars for publication in the Uganda Higher Education Review, Journal of National Council for Higher Education. For more details, send inquiries to cmuhumuza@unche.or.ug, info@unche.or.ug, or call 0783 04 0024 or 0704 80 0926 +256 39 3262-140/4.
Uganda Land Owners Association welcomes you to the Land Use Exhibition, the first of its kind in Uganda. Do you want to learn how to use and earn from your land, or you need information on how to manage your land? Come and be part of this exhibition, which will start from the 31st of August to the 1st of September at Umasho Grounds, Nakawa Multipurpose Hall. Don't miss a session which will tackle land matters in broad discussions at only 5,000 shillings. Small and large-scale business owners, you're invited to showcase your commodities. To be part of this exhibition, call 0701-111-401 or 0772-446-507. The Land Use Exhibition is organized by the Uganda Land Owners Association, sponsored by Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, UBC.
News Tonight it is. Thank you so much for staying. Now, in other updates of the day, the Deputy Chief Justice, Richard Butera, has asked Uganda Land Commission to address the challenge of land wrangles arising from ownership of land and land grabbing, which are on the increase in the country. Mr. Butera was at the swearing-in ceremony of Commissioners of Uganda Land Commission at the Judiciary Headquarters here in Kampala.
Commissioners from Uganda Land Commission have taken their oath of office at the Judiciary Headquarters in Kampala. These include Madina Sedeko and Kasenge John Fisher.
I, Hajat Madina Sedeko Ntale,
swear in the name of the Almighty God that I will at all times well and truly serve the Republic of Uganda.
So help me Allah.
Officiating the function was the Deputy Chief Justice Richard Butera, who asked Uganda Land Commission to address the challenge of land wrangles in the country.
A number of the affected people could be relatives of any of us. Others are friends. Very many citizens are complaining about illegal evictions, forged lease offers, forged land titles, issuance of titles in wetlands and protected areas.
Butera reminded commissioners of their roles and also cautioned them on corruption tendencies in their line of duty.
You must repel any temptations of corruption, sectarianism, or favoritism, and ensure that the decisions you make for us are the right ones and are guided by the law that you have professed to follow and uphold. You must pay attention to Articles 28 and 42 of the Constitution and observe the rules of natural justice at all times while making your decisions. It is only then that your decisions will be respected.
Augustine Buchika Ruzara, the acting Deputy Chairperson of Uganda Land Commission, highlights challenges faced by the Commission, which at times hinders service delivery.
Commission. The task is momentous. There is a lot to do at Uganda Land Commission of late. The image of Uganda Land Commission has been below, and it is our duty now. We have set out to restore the image of Uganda Land Commission, improve service delivery, and ensure that we have a good working relationship.
The commissioners promised to render service to Ugandans in particular and the country in general while executing their work.
We have a lot of duties. We have to manage and hold government land wherever it is. But we also have another very challenging duty of purchasing for government land from landlords, from their Milo and private land, and so that we pay them using the Uganda Land Fund. So that
Uganda Land Commission is established under Article 238 of the Constitution, and the commissioners are appointed by the President. Natang Rebecca, Susan Nabugude, UBC News.
Relatedly, on the same conversation to do with land, the Minister for Lands, Housing and Urban Development, Judith Nabakoba, has directed all land staff, especially at zonal offices countrywide, to immediately stop issuing land titles to land situated in wetlands as part of enforcing the presidential directive on evicting encroachers from such places. Nabakoba was this Friday morning meeting various land officials, including registrars, surveyors and valuers, among others, here in Kampala.
and other protected areas.
The key ministry which is concerned or which is responsible for this mandate is Ministry of Water and Environment. For us, we support them by cancellation of titles, but today I have been re-echoing the same message to my officers in the ministry that His Excellency and Cabinet are so concerned on titling of protected areas, and this should never happen again. I have told them that those who will do it, they will be held personally accountable for their acts.
The one-day consultative evaluation and benchmarking retreat has attracted the heads of land zonal offices, surveyors, valuers and planners, among others.
The idea behind the land information system was that we remove the silos, remove the different departments from the equation. We have one workstation, and that is the MZone. And in this workstation, work flows from one person to another person, regardless of what department they're in.
The meeting, convened by Judith Nabakoba, is the first of its kind since her inauguration as the Minister in charge of lands, housing and urban development.
Fraud is on the increase. People are falsifying documents. Signatures are being, fabricated. So we need to get a way out. You cannot say that we cannot do due diligence. It is very hard.
Issues ranging from land disputes, mismanagement, delayed land transactions and corruption topped the day's deliberations.
Where possible, let us demand for video of the meetings to see that it is the real subject matter which is being discussed. Because people will be clever, they go and manipulate the common people, give away their land, then the process is gone through, and for you give a title.
Mr. Nabakoba, however, reminded these staff that they must be prepared to serve diligently or else relinquish their posts other than tarnishing the ministry's image.
Somebody said cancellation of the title should be the last resort and should be the most difficult thing. Let even getting a title be the most difficult thing, especially on public and government land.
However, the meeting also noted some operational challenges from these officials.
Yes, some town councils don't have the fiscal development plans, and they base on the minutes of the fiscal planning committees.
Uganda continues to grapple with land-related issues, which is to a greater extent has been attributed to double standards of the Ministry of Lands staff. Robert Onyango, UBC News.
Thank you, Robert. Now, reducing the price of electricity is projected to increase Uganda's industrial development, which in the long run will reduce Uganda's unemployment challenge. This comes as government is in the process of establishing industrial parks in the main regions of the country, along with their sub-regions. And as we hear from our reporter Henry Okrut in the following feature story, to work there, however, will require practical skills, which the ruling National Resistance Movement is promoting.
Who is self-motivated to join the army? Very good.
Sometime towards the end of 2019, the then resident city commissioner of Kampala, Farida Mayanja, was seen addressing a number of youth at Kololo ceremonial grounds. They were here to try their luck on joining national service in the Ugandan army.
Joining the army does not need you to look for a job. Joining the army, like the president says, is a sign of patriotism.
The Uganda People's Defense Forces wanted a limited number of recruits, but was overwhelmed. This prompted the need for elimination through exploitation of recruitment procedures. Physical fitness, academic qualifications, and examining of previous criminal records were employed.
You are willing, you are strong, and you feel yourself you are physically fit, but you cannot go through that training because of this.
Some applicants had opted out of their previous jobs, fronting patriotism as their driving factor, while others had been jobless. At the end of the day, some were taken on, while others were not.
Now organize yourself on our line here. Don't you hurry.
These are some of the challenges that Ugandan youth, in their hundreds of thousands, go through to secure employment.
Most of the skills that were being trained passed on them. Some of them used to ignore them. They were like, I cannot go for such a course. But then, these are the courses that have market at the moment.
Government is aware of these challenges and is not seated.
It is true, at the end of the day, the universities are churning out many more people than the jobs available. But in itself, that is not bad.
How I wish we implement that, like in Ikiki, we put there a skills training center. In Budaka, we put there a skills training center for these youth.
Skills may be imparted and learning may be refocused, but the need for placement of the skilled youth remains paramount. This is why attention has been drawn to establishing industrial parks across all regions and sub-regions of the country.
And that's why we're highlighting things like maize, we're highlighting cassava, piggery, we're highlighting coffee. At the center stage, we're emphasizing on the growing of coffee for commercial and value addition on coffee in Uganda.
This is in line with what is contained on page 21 of the abridged version of the 2021 to 2026 NRM manifesto. Progress has been registered in establishment of 9 industrial parks. One of them is Sino-Uganda Mbale Industrial Park, a subsidiary of Tiangtang Group. Hundreds of youth have not only been employed, but also been given opportunity to learn and also practice what they learned.
We cannot solve unemployment in isolation. So when you look at what the government is trying to do from the strategic interventions that they are doing, one way is what we had finished. How do we create an environment that can attract either investment in the country that can allow the economy to grow?
But to make this more successful, one challenge requires a permanent solution. The high price of electricity still remains one of the ordeals that factory owners in Uganda have always narrated. It is one challenge that has always attracted the attention of the head of state, to which government is committed to addressing.
Our president has directed that we pilot the issue of addressing the electricity for manufacturers. So we brought it down from 16% to 5 cents. So we have, as government, have injected money in this financial year and will continue giving more money to all the industrial parks. We want all our industrial parks to have electricity available at 5 cents.
Power has to be consumed so that we can recover the money that we use in all these projects, transmission and distribution. We normally recover from the tariff. So when power is generated, transmitted and not consumed, then we get problems of finances.
The introduction, launch, confirmation and implementation of the parish development model is focusing on value addition for agricultural products. With the skills development emphasized, power challenges resolved, and markets established and easily accessed, adoption of modern agriculture will solve unemployment.
If we can use our land, which is fertile, and we go into mechanized modern agriculture, the youth will be employed.
The 2021 to 2026 NRM manifesto is built on the foundation of securing Uganda's future. To the NRM, it is not a gamble, but a matter that requires sacrifice and vast experience. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Vimba ni MTN Kabode Super as you pay mpola for this smartphone. Make calls, update your WhatsApp status, watch YouTube, and Google anything under the sun with 2 GB worth of data every month for 7 months. Simply make a small deposit of 99k and pay the balance mpola. You can pay in daily, weekly, or even monthly installments while you enjoy your new phone. So what are you doing today? Visit any MTN shop near you and get the MTN Kabode Super easy.
At Timex Nutrition Center, we advise you on the right foods to eat, exercise profile to adopt, and lifestyle strategies which are compatible to your blood group and genotype. This empowers your body to prevent and treat many diseases like diabetes, blood pressure, arthritis, ulcers, obesity, and many others. For more information, find us at our head office in Kampala on Nassa Road, Conrad Plaza, 2nd floor, or call 0758 819 952 or 0778 288 361. We also have other branches in Mbara and Jinja.
Forget last season. Forget the oohs and the ahs. Forget every moment that stole the show, because the real show is here on GoTV. It's the new season. It's action-packed and it's going to be non-stop football. With over 1,000 games from more than 7 leagues and cup competitions plus a World Cup. Make sure you get the best seat in the house this new football season. Get a GoCoder with 1 month of GoTV value for only 25,000 Uganda shillings and enjoy non-stop football. GoTV Uganda. Love it.
We are live, coming to you from Broadcast House. Thank you for staying right on to the business segment this Friday. The insurance industry in Uganda remains resilient despite the economic shocks. This is according to half-year performance highlights released by the Insurance Regulatory Authority. Now, according to the regulator, the economy continues to harden amid its challenging macroeconomic fundamentals with heightened cost of living and rising inflation.
Uganda's economy has been contracting since the beginning of the year, a situation exacerbated by reduced spending capacity by majority of the populace. This trend is indirectly affecting the insurance industry, whose stability banks on economic growth and spending. In the first half of this year, the industry recorded a revenue improvement of 18.6% from 600 billion shillings to 712 billion shillings compared to the same period last year.
For the last 6 months, that is January to June 2022, we recorded premiums of 600.105 billions, and this was the performance for 2021. Now for 2022 we have registered 711.63 billion. You can call it 712 billions were underwritten as gross premium.
Non-life businesses generated 406 billion, equivalent to 57% of the aggregated industry written premiums, whereas life businesses generated 34% of the aggregated industry written premiums.
We have observed that the gross claims paid out have increased, and this to us is a good sign. From the underwritten premiums, I told you about the 712 billion, 243 billion was paid out in claims. And this is compared to the 193 billions which had been paid in the Q2 of 2021.
The rest of the classes combined accounted to 9% of the aggregated industry written premiums. Dennis Ikoa for UBC Business.
Thank you, Dennis. And more from the business world. The Agribusiness Development Center has launched a business accelerator program that's aimed at attracting agribusinesses, getting out of ideation fairs and offering them a business acceleration opportunity. The move is expected to work as an enabler of market attraction and funding for growth and sustainability of the operations. We have a detailed story.
Following hindrances to agribusiness growth, Agriculture Development Center and partners, through the launch of a business accelerator program, are set to support business improvements and facilitate the necessary linkages for growth and sustainability.
We have the potential to become the food basket, not only for East Africa, but also for the wider Africa. We can excel in various value chains, agri-value chains, especially when it comes to fruits, cereals, and vegetables, among others.
According to Frank Birza, the Agriculture Counselor at the Dutch Embassy, the partnership seeks to collectively contribute directly to the 5 Sustainable Development Goals through agri-tech business.
And in all the programs that we do, we also look at access to credits and finance and how to improve on that, and also how to improve, how to use innovative kind of fintech kind of solutions, make it easier for farmers. With
52% of Uganda's labor force made up of women, the program intends to build their capacity and investment readiness to access financing from investors and financial institutions.
So we are taking a hybrid approach where we do the physical training, the classroom, and then we also get out of classroom and go and physically cite and see examples of how other women have worked. We see a lot of need to empower women in terms of basic bookkeeping, understanding their financial management, so that they can eventually build and structure a corporate governance that will enable them to sustain their businesses as they grow.
The program will not only promote entrepreneurship and innovation through small and medium enterprises, but also influence youth and women inclusivity in leadership. Joshua Kagoro, Wadulo Mark Arnold, UBC News.
It's Freaky Friday from Airtel. Buy or gift. Buy or give.
Get freaky too! Dial star 149 star 10 hash to load a Freaky Friday bundle for you to enjoy the best offers on voice and data.
To buy a bundle for friends and family, dial star 149 star 10 star 5 hash. Freaky Friday with Airtel. Buy or gift a bundle today. Dial star 149 star 10 hash to get started. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Children are a special gift, one we must protect and nurture with care. Ensuring your child has a birth certificate opens doors for them that would otherwise be hard to access, such as immunization, school admission, or simply proving their age and belonging. Let us do our duty as parents and guardians by registering our children and getting them birth certificates. For more information, visit the NERA office closest to you or call the toll-free number 0800-211-700. This message is brought to you by NERA.
Oh, Susan, I want to propose to Rose. Yes, and this time I am serious.
Have you guys had sex?
Duh, of course.
And have you had sex without using condoms?
Hey, Nga, you're curious.
I'm more concerned. Are you having sex with other people?
Hey, hello, is this an interview or what?
No, just things you should think about. Do you know Rose's HIV status?
Okay, this is serious. Should I be worried?
It is actually serious. Do you know your HIV status?
I think I am safe. Many times we get into situations that put us at risk of HIV. However, the first step to ending HIV is getting tested and knowing your results.
It's Time Up HIV. Call 0800-211-046 or text 8080 toll-free for more information about how to prevent HIV.
This message is brought to you by Ministry of Health with support from USAID.
You're watching News Tonight. Right on to sports. The 60th edition of the annual De La Minaes, a schools football tournament, has witnessed its penultimate day of action at St. Charles Luanga SS Kasasa. This year's tournament that climaxes this Saturday attracted 14 teams spread across both genders.
St. Charles Luanga Senior Secondary School Kasasa in Masaka is hosting this year's De La Mine football tournament, which has attracted 14 teams in both genders.
The boys and girls are upbeat. They've showed a great talent in football. They've showed great discipline, and they've shown that they have a better future in the sports. We've been privileged to have this tournament here, because it comes after 8-10 years. And we've been able to showcase what we have at Kasasa.
De La Mine Schools Football Tournament is a brainchild of the Brothers of Christian Instruction and is witnessing its 60th anniversary. Originally, it was a reserve for schools like St. Henry's College Kitovu, Caltech Academy, Bukumi, Ibanda SS and St. Mary's College Kisubi, and was a male-only championship. Later, Komboni, Nebi College and La Mine joined to grow the number to 10 and importantly to include a girls category who alongside the boys find the tournament a joy to behold.
We've enjoyed coming here for the tournament, though it has been a little bit challenging, but we've learned lessons.
It has been good, but we was expecting to reach the finals, but it was not possible.
This year's championship has been played on a round robin with the top 2 teams in each gender to contest the final on Saturday.
It has been a fair tournament. All our schools, 8 of our schools turned up out of 10. 2 schools never turned up. And the tournament has been a brotherly tournament, and the officiation has been quite fair.
The coaches at the championship believe that there is an improvement in quality, and with better preparation and organization, the future is bright.
The performance has been good, and it's still good because we cannot yet play the finals. I think Kasasa has been improved at least, and the girls' football as well has improved a lot.
In the finals this Saturday, reigning champions St. Henry's College Kitovu will face Uganda Matters High School Lubaga in the boys' final. The girls' final will have Uganda Matters High School Lubaga play hosts St. Charles Luanga Senior Secondary School Kasasa. John Burns, Centum, reporting.
Thanks, John Burns. Now more from sports. The Fufa Technical Center in Njeru will this weekend host the TCAD Cup 2022, which is a women's football tournament. It aims at promoting gender equality, empowering girls and women, fostering mutual understanding between refugees and host communities, in addition to raising awareness about the 8th Tokyo International Conference on the African Development, TCAD. It's a brainchild of Japan International Cooperation Agency and achieved in partnership with several partners, including Fufa and the Solitlo Bright Stars FC. It will have all teams, notable of which is one from the Padirinyi refugee camp in Adjumani.
This year we have decided we are going to again utilize the power of sports to promote the awareness of TCAD, and also same time we like to empower and encourage girls and women especially. And lastly, also we'd like to promote a peaceful coexistence in this country, because Uganda is hosting more than 1.5 million refugees. And we do believe that mutual understanding and peaceful coexistence between refugees and host communities, and also with the rest of the other ordinary Ugandans, are very important.
Why women's football? Women's football in Uganda is under the development docket, where we believe that by developing the game of football for women, we are touching lives.
Many thanks for your company. That's all we have time for this particular newscast. More current affairs at the hour of 10 p.m. and looking forward to having more of your company. My name is Sandra Kahunde and I was joined by our very own Mohamed Mugalu for sign language. From the entire team, keep it UBC.
Thanks for tuning on Ubc. My name is Chris Amilu with your weather update. We are experiencing a reduction of rainfall. Most parts of the country, though there is still a continuation of isolated thunder showers in some parts of the country. And this is due to the ridging over the tip of South Africa, which has pushed the rainbow far north of our country. However, we still have moist winds that are blowing from Congo air mass and from the Indian Ocean within our country, in combination with local effects like local Victoria, which is bringing us the rainfall that we're experiencing lately. Tomorrow morning, we expect to wake up with sunny intervals most parts of the country, apart from some few areas across Lake Shore and parts of Arua and Gulu. I expect to have light isolated showers. Afternoon hour, though, we expect a pickup of light showers most parts of the country, apart from some parts of Arua where we are seeing sunny intervals. Temperature raise up 29 degrees Celsius most parts of the country, apart from some few cities like our capital city Kampala, which is expected to reach at a maximum of 28 degrees Celsius. Kasese with a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius. Kabbalah Highlands the lowest of 24 degrees Celsius. Use moving out of Uganda, the few cities that are across the globe we have for you, like in the neighborhood of Nairobi, is expected to have sunny intervals and a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius. Dubai with 42 degrees Celsius. The rest of the places I expect to have sunny conditions at a maximum of 39 degrees Celsius across Cairo. Thanks for tuning on your Ubc. My name is Kutesa Mili. Stay tuned and see you tomorrow.